This is Andy with QualityStocks. Today is Friday, November 19th, 2010, and today we're going to take a look at REDF.com India Limited. It's a NASDAQ capital market stock trading our ticker REDF. See a big move back here in August, September, all the way into the beginning of October from around $2 all the way up to over $6. Pull back, held a good portion of those gains. Now it's giving hints it might be trying to make another move. See, we've got an uptrend going in the histogram at this point, telling us the signal line is being approached. Same way with the PPO. Nice reversal positioning of the ADX right at this point. That trend was gaining some serious steam going up. Looks like it's going to try and flatline and curl back down at this point. That first flattening of the ADX is a good sign that a reversal may be coming. And we're getting hints from the positive and negative EI, which are both starting to make a curl that they might be trying to turn as well. We're looking for this basic downtrend line through there, through the 21 MFI to see that get broken. All positioned nicely. The 7 hasn't even broken through the 14 and 21 yet, but coming up quickly, so that's got a nice look to it as well. Of course, there was some pretty significant selling going on where profit takers during that big move took their money. Held a pretty good level, though. Looks like it's starting to try and flatline a little bit. We're going to look for this to curl again and try and break through this basic little downtrend that it has going. I want to see it try and get back up over this level and put together a new higher high. Shake and money flow is turning as well. Selling pressure is still dominant at this point, but it's moving in the right direction, heading back towards zero. Commodity channel also is in a nice position, just now breaking through negative 100. Tried a couple different times and couldn't get through, so we're going to look and see if this is going to put any kind of continuation to that move and hold above negative 100. Full stow, almost identical. It's tried to break through this oversold territory several times, hasn't made it yet. But that break of 20 is the first sign of any momentum coming into this stock, so we're going to look for that to be broken as well as it heads towards 50. Tricks, of course, always lags a little bit in a pretty good downtrend at this point. All you can do is hope for this to try and roll and turn, not make a significantly lower low. See right through this area. So you want to see that try and turn and not make a much deeper low than it was in the past. RSIs are similar to many other indicators. About ready to get the break. We have the 14 and 21 just now getting ready to be crossed by the 7. A pretty steep downtrend recently. We're going to look for that to be broken as this tries to move its way towards 50. What's interesting about this chart to me is that it gets support right through this $3 area. You see it broke through it here briefly, but it was a resistance point for it. Held it as support right in this area and held it again over this week and is now trying to put together a move back to the north side. We've got the parabolic SAR just flipped. It also held this 200-day moving average, which is important for a chart to try and make a reversal and make a bounce, and it comes off of that. That should be a pretty substantial area of support. That is at 279. It held above at 290. This is actually, this candle right here could be considered a bullish harami, which is relatively weak, but it is a reversal pattern, and it did get confirmation yesterday. So we're going to look at this to try and continue. We want to see these short-term moving averages get tucked in underneath it at this point to give it a little bit of strength and ultimately come up here and test this 20-day moving average, which is still pretty nice gains away from it. See, it closed at 323. That 20-day is at 363. So it's almost a 10% move to even go up there and challenge that. It will meet a little bit more resistance right there around 350. See, it kind of tried to set up a support level, not super strong. A little bit more up here around 380. I think it'll be a little bit stronger. That was a tough point for it. So I think that that'll be a little bit more of an important area of resistance. But it will meet some at 350, especially coupled with this 20-day moving average coming down on it. I'm going to be keeping an eye on this REDF chart, see if volume can stay strong. See, it's actually slacked off a little bit, but it's better than it was throughout the beginning part of the year. So 281,000 shares traded is still enough liquidity for traders to be able to get in and out. And I don't think it's going to need a massive volume surge to come up here and challenge this 20-day. If it does move its way up near this 50-day, I think that then volume will become much more important to make a strong push. But right now, just developing a new uptrend and putting some pressure on this 350 area is what I'll be looking for. And of course, most importantly, holding this bottom support. If it breaks through that, might look for a bounce off the 200-day, but the play will become much less attractive if it can't hold this $3 area. As always, this chart is merely my interpretation. This is Andy with QualityStocks. Thank you for watching and trade smart.